Hey Fight fans, this is Brian coming up with you with a quick video about UFC 202. Like I said earlier, I was going to probably be predictions and my determination on what's going on in UFC 202. Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz 2. Excellent fight. I am excited about it. Of course, I'm a fight fan, so of course I'm always excited about fights. But the first fight is Alberto Adu versus Martin Vettori. I'm just going to go straight through it out, going the pre-fights real quick and then get to the main card. But the pre-fights actually have a lot of doggone welterweights and middleweights, so it's not going to be a whole lot of knockouts. Probably be a lot of submissions and a lot of decisions in these fights, so I'm just going to shoot through those pretty quick. First, though, like I said, we got Alberto Adu versus Martin Vettori. Vettori is an Italian. He's coming in at 10-0, and he is going to fight Adu, who is now 1-0. Adu has real heavy hands. He's a great striker. He lands about 3 punches a doggone minute. So his significant strikes, rather, I should say, not just punches. His significant strikes, that's a pretty good doggone clip, dude, that you're landing that many significant strikes a minute. Because a lot of times you're just throwing jabs, just trying to arrange finder, really and truly. But I will take Adu in this fight instead of Vettori. Next up, we have Cody Covington versus Max Griffin. Max Griffin is a guy who they call him Pain because he dishes out plenty of pain. They say he is 50% of his wins have came by TKO or knockout. He is really a heavy-handed dude. He will have a whopping 7-inch reach advantage. So I look for Max Griffin to stick that jab out, pop Cody all night long and keep him at range with the doggone that long reach difference. So I'm going with Max Griffin in that fight. Next up, you got Magny versus Lorenz Larkin. Magny, he's the number 7 rank welterweight in the world, but my man Lorenz Larkin is a beast in the ring. I am a huge Lorenz Larkin fan. Remember from the Strikeforce days. He fights a kind of karate / Muay Thai style. It's real confusing to a lot of guys. A lot of guys can't figure him out. I don't know about Magny though. Magny's one of them guys who's has kind of up and down. Sometimes he looks like a great fighter. Sometimes he looks like, who the hell is this guy in the ring? So it should be a great fight though. It should be a pretty good fight. I'm going to say that. I'm going to go on a limb and say this should be a good fight. So check that fight out. Next up, I'm not even going to pick one of that fight. So I know I just skipped up. I'm not picking about that fight because it's too close to call for me. Next up, we've got Randa Marcos versus Courtney Casey. Look for Randa Marcos to come in and just do what she do, just straight brute, go ahead and just try to knock you out. That's how Marcos' style is, and Casey's style is kind of laid back. She's not really one of those pressure type fighters, so look for Marcos to try to throw a few strikes, take it to the ground, and just ground and pound and get the win. And next up we have in a featherweight fight, you have Artem Lebovic versus Chris Avila. They call Lebovic the Russian Hammer, but his record, it looks like he's been getting nailed a little too much. His record is 12-12 with 1 doggone draw and 1 no contest. And the guy he's fighting, Avila, is 5-2. So should be a good fight. You never know what you're gonna get with Lebovic. All I can tell you in that one is don't blink. It probably will be real fast and knockout. Next up, we have Raquel Pennington, Rocky versus Elizabeth Phillips. Elizabeth Phillips, for some reason, it just does not like Raquel Pennington. I don't know where it come from. Of course, you know Raquel Pennington from the Ultimate Fighter series when it was Rounder versus Miesha Tate. That I can't remember what season that was, but Pennington is a scrapper. she really is a scrapper. She's coming in with a record of 7-6, but her record just doesn't show how good she is in that octagon. She's one of those hard-nosed girls who just keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Loves to take you down. She was a wrestler in high school, so she has great takedown skills. Her accuracy is almost 35%, which is pretty doggone good for a female in taking down. And her defense in taking down is 65%, which is actually great. But I don't know, Casey just jumping out when you have Phillips is coming in with that hate, man. It's just something about when you come in and you don't like somebody. So even if you watch the weigh-in, she just immediately just started popping off as soon as they got to the face-to-face. I don't know what is going on between her and Pennington, but that is another fight. It will probably be pretty fast. If not, I look for doggone Pennington to get Pennington to get Phillips down and kind of just ground and pound her. That's kind of ironic, I would say. Never mind. But next fight up, it is Cody Griffin versus Tiki Mazazaki. I like Mazazaki. Mazazaki comes in with a doggone 21-9-2 record, but Cody is the next legit bantamweight man. Cody is coming in as a legit bantamweight. I see Cody as the future of this division. They call it no love because he has no love for anyone in the division. He's coming in with a 9-0 record. So his doggone KO percentage in his 9 fights is 89%. So 89% of the time he goes in there and knocks cats out. But Mazaki can take a punch. He really can take a punch. And most of his 21 wins have came by decision. 71% of his wins have came by decision. So look for Mazaki probably getting knocked out in this fight. Next up, we have the first fight on the main card that will be on the pay-per-view. The first 5 fights that's going to be on the main card on the pay-per-view will be Tim Means versus Sabit Hamachi. Hamachi, they call him the problem because he is a problem in that ring. He has great takedown skills, great submission. He got heavy hands, but his takedowns are just tremendous. He will probably try to take Means down. Means will be coming in with a doggone 4-inch reach. If you look at him side by side, it looks like he's got like a 55-inch reach on him, but it doesn't equate that size and height wise. It doesn't equate to it. But if you just look at him side by side, you're like, man, golly, there's no way this guy is fighting as a doggone welterweight. He's just too tall for that. But I look for Means to control this fight from start to finish. To be honest with you, I think he's just gonna be too much for Habasha. Just a little too much for him. It's too early for Habasha, I think. Next up, we have Hing Yu Lim versus Mike Perry. I like Mike Perry. I like him. It's going to be hard. They both came in. Like, Perry's coming in with 6-0 record. And all 6 of his fights have been by knockout. And Green and Lim is coming in as the doggone South Korean who really and truly likes to get knockouts too. 77% of his wins are knockout. He's coming in with 13-5-1 record. So look for this to have fireworks. Look for most likely Mike Perry to come through the victory in this one. And we are almost at the doggone 2 fights that I can't wait to talk about. But the next fight I want to talk about is going to be a fight that I like a lot because I am a huge fan of this guy. I am a huge fan of Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Cowboy Cerrone, I remember watching him. Used to be a show back in the days when WC was on. It came when it was called Tap Out Guys, 3 Tap Out Guys. And they would go around to the gym. It's kind of like Dana White looking for a fight. Actually, Dana White looking for a fight is kind of like that show. They would go around looking for up-and-coming guys and try to sign them with Tap Out. And Cowboy was the first one that they signed. And I remember watching Cowboy. He was right at that time he was at the Jackson gym. And personally, he's a great guy, great fighter too. But Rick, the horror story is no joke. Story is coming in with a 19-8-0 record and some of the heaviest hands in the doggone welterweight division. He's like a little doggone tank. He's one of them little bit of bowling balls. He's only 5'10", and he came in weighing at 171. Cowboy came in weighing at 170, but they're both coming in pretty weak. But if you look at Story, man, he just looks like one of them little German tanks, dude. Just short and stocky. But Cowboy brings in that 37-0 record, man, that won no contest. And Cowboy is a beast. Cowboy is one of them guys who said he want to fight at least 6 to 8 times a year. And he's been damn doing it. And it takes a lot of fortitude to do that, man. There's not too many people that will actually get in the octagon and fight that many times a year. And Cowboy does not shy away from it. He loves to do it. That's one reason he's one of my favorite fighters, because he doesn't make excuses. If he loses, he loses. If he wins, he wins. But he's not showboating. He's not talking trash to you. He goes in, do what he has to do, come back out with a win. Cowboy's legit. Great submission game. Probably one of the best doggone jiu-jitsus, and you're going to get in the welterweight division. Then his doggone Muay Thai skills are off the charts. His kicks are legendary. He has some of the worst leg kicks in the welterweight division. So I look for Cowboy to start targeting Story's legs. Because Story, like I said, he's one of them short dudes, and he's stocky, and he's just going to try to be like the bull and just rush in on Cowboy. And Cowboy is going to have to chop him down the sides with some kicks. So only way he's going to keep that little short shoulder from like battling in on him. But like I said, if Story takes him down, there's a possibility that that ground and pound game for Rick Story will knock Cowboy out. Cowboy has been knocked out before. So it's not like, it just won't happen. But I don't see that happening, because Cowboy's jiu-jitsu game off his back is tremendous. So if Rick Story does get him down, that jiu-jitsu game with Don Cowboy Cerrone will propel him through and help him win this fight. I'm giving the nod to Cowboy. Look for Cowboy to shoot back up in the welterweight division real doggone soon. Next fight is the co-main. A fight that, oh my. If you ever wanted to see two guys that just come straight forward, bang, have heavy hands, and will not take a step back, and will throw absolute bombs the whole fight, this is what you have right here. You have, you have Anthony Johnson, Rumble Johnson, might I add, versus Glover Teixeira. The Brazilian Glover Teixeira. Teixeira comes in with a 25-4-0 record, 64% knockout rate, 24% submission rate, so great jiu-jitsu game. He's a Brazilian, so he's got that jiu-jitsu game up on his belt. The way you come out of Brazil and you don't have a little jiu-jitsu on your belt. It's just like a damn travesty if you do like that. Down in Brazil, it's two things you know about: soccer and doggone Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So they're both coming in at ideal weight, 205.5. Both of them weighed today at 205.5. I'm sorry to Cowboy came in at 170. Rick Story came in at 171 down scales. But both Teixeira and Johnson came in at 205.5. So it looked like both guys had a pretty good weight cut. Wasn't any problems that way. So both guys should come in well rested and ready to go. Anthony Rumble Johnson brings that 21-5-0 record. Of course, Anthony Johnson's last few fights have not been on a winning battle for him. The fight with Daniel Cormier, he just looked like he just was outclassed in that fight, hands down. Completely just outclassed, and there's nothing you could do or say about that. He just wasn't on the same level as Cormier that night. And he has a 71% knockout. Like I said, heavy hands for both of these guys. Heavy hands. Height, exact. Only difference, they're coming in really, weight's exact. Anthony Johnson has a 2-inch reach advantage. Not just 2 inches. So, he lands almost 3 significant shots per minute. Teixeira lands 4.4. Like I said, this will not probably get out of 2 rounds if it even lasts that long. Somebody's getting knocked out in the co-main event. All to it. Get ready for it. It's going to be fireworks. And I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to go on a limb and say, I'm going to take Rumble. I'm going to take Anthony Johnson this one. I think Anthony Johnson got that hunger and that fire back in after that last loss. So, going with Johnson over Teixeira. And that brings me to the madness. Conor McGregor, the notorious Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz. I am a fan of the Diaz brothers. Number one, Conor is okay. I'm not too. I like guys that talk trash, and the Diaz brothers are 2 of the best in it. Conor's just coming into the game. Conor's just coming into the game talking about fights and trash talking. He's been talking trash to a lot of people, but Conor just runs off at the mouth, man. It's a little too much, I think. I think he's not respecting. He doesn't just respect Nick Diaz. And anyone that watches mixed martial arts knows that you should respect the damn Diaz brothers if you don't do anything else. These 2 crazy motherfuckers do marathons, decathlons, and all that crap just for damn fun, man. Nick loves running. He loves cardio workouts. So he never gasses. Nate, it's the same way. They never gas in a damn fight. You will be beating the brakes off of them, and they're not going to go down. They're not going to take a step back. They will sit there and just bleed profusely and continue to come at you. No give in either one of these cats. Conor's coming in with 19-3-0 record. Last fight was a loss to my man Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz choked him out. It's one of the fastest damn chokeouts I've seen in a long time. I didn't even realize you could damn choke out that quick. I know he had to choke in. Diaz had to choke in, but it was only in for like 3 seconds and he was tapping. I was like, what the fuck? You can't talk shit like you do, Conor, and tap out that fast, dude. You know, you got to really just go out for a few seconds. You got to fight out of it. And I get what he tried to do. The thing you're taught, since you know I do martial arts, the thing you're taught is to get your hands above your head and do like that to keep your artery trying to keep blood flow going to your brain. So you start punching your arms like that. Well, he tried to do that, but he didn't get his arms up fast enough. So when you go back and look at it, it looked like he was trying to punch like that, and then he just started tapping. So I like Conor. Conor's a great power in his hands. Only problem is Conor is fighting a man named Diaz at the damn welterweight level, 170. Conor came in at 168.5. He's a natural featherweight. He's a featherweight champ. So he's coming up in weight again. He just don't go do that against the natural bigger guy. And Diaz looked like he was fucking in shape. And he came in at 170.5. Conor came in at 168. Diaz already got a 2.5 pound weight advantage. Because he's a naturally welterweight fighter. Conor is a featherweight fighter. When the fight was first scheduled, I did not like the fact that Conor was going up in weight. No, you always make the bigger man come down when you're the champ. You make them come to your level. Shit, look at our prime example, Floyd Mayweather. How many times did Floyd make motherfuckers fight him at catch weight? You know why? Because it was better for him. He's the champ. You want my belt, you fight me at what fucking weight I am. I'm not coming up to you. That's the mistake Conor made, and I think he's made it again, ladies and gentlemen. I do not see Conor McGregor winning this fight. Sorry. I know there's a lot of people, Conor McGregor fans out there. Conor McGregor will not win this fight for the simple fact of he's coming up in weight a damn again. He's been popping off in the mouth for a little too much. Diaz has had 14 performance of the nights. 14 performance of the nights. He's 20-10 record. So 6 of his fights have not been. 6 of his fights have not been performance of the night. 6 of his wins have not been performance of the night. 6. He comes in with a 25% knockout rate, 60% jiu-jitsu rate of subbing, tapping guys out. Tap the fuck out or blackout. 15% decisions. Reach advantage, 72 inches. And his height is, I'm sorry, his weight, I told you, is 170 and a half. He has a 2-inch reach advantage. 2-inch reach advantage. And I just don't see Conor win. I don't. I like Conor. I want Conor to win. Conor's 19-3. His last loss was an ass whipping from a guy who took the fight on 11 days, ladies and gentlemen. 11 days. So give Diaz a full training camp like he's had now to prepare for Conor. No way Conor wins this fight. For the simple fact that if you can't beat me 11 days, that's what I'm saying about the cardio, about the workout habits of Nate and Nick Diaz. You can get a fight 11 days and be in fucking fighting shape. Come in and not be gassed and fight like, dude, you've had a full training camp. And look like you've had a full training camp. That is what's dangerous about the Diaz brothers, man. That is hugely dangerous. And Conor, you're a great fighter. Great ambassador for the sport. Great featherweight champion. You're just not ready for Nate Diaz. And with that being said, I'm taking Diaz in this fight. I appreciate y'all watching. Hit me with a doggone big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section what you thought and your thoughts on the fights. If you agree with me, you disagree with me, give me a shout, let me know. That's all I have. Y'all have a nice day, and I appreciate y'all watching.